Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BG. Thank you for tuning in once again. This is our pre-Thanksgiving show. We're kind of getting the house ready for. It's going to be a full house, so everything's getting taken care of, deep cleaned. You know the whole thing. A lot of cooking going on tomorrow too, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, and I'm so excited. I want to just get started right now, but we wanted to do a video first before we get into all that and let you all know how much we appreciate you guys for all the comments, subscriptions, coming to talk to us at shows, meeting us, introducing yourselves. We are extremely thankful for that, and we just want to let you all know how much that means to us here at BG Model Workshop, both me and Mrs. BG. People always ask, who's this us that you're always talking about? I'm like, well, Mrs. BG and I, because we're a team. And I know she's not always on camera, but she's a huge part of this channel in every conceivable way. So I'm thankful for her and her support. But I'm also thankful very much for all of you out there that view our channel, leave comments, and subscribe. So thank you all so much. Even if you're not here in the States, we're still very, very thankful for that. Even more so, as a matter of fact, if you're not in the States, because that is just really cool to have friends outside of the country. So, internationally speaking. We want to give thanks again to Joe Toller over at Big Sky Model Workshop. I always say it wrong, so I wanted to make sure I get it right. So thank you very much for the sticker. Joe, this is really cool. And that's going to go on the paint box of fame, which is right down here below our spray booth. We had a toolbox of fame, but that got a little too large for the space, and we had to move it out to the garage. So I don't get to enjoy the decals on that as much as I get to enjoy my new paint box here. So that's going to go on there. So thank you very much for that. And we also want to give a delayed thank you. We should have done this sooner to Rusty Rotors. Old Tom was handing these out on his behalf at the Acme show, and Rusty couldn't make it, unfortunately, it was too bad that we had to miss out on meeting up with Rusty again. But again, thank you very much for the token. This is really cool, and it's even got the year on there, which nowadays I have to start putting the year on stuff, so I remember when things happened. So the olds got the olds. All right, so we're going to do a stash ad because we got all this to talk about. We got all this in the month of November, so we're going to get to that right now. All right, so starting off first, we have here a couple things that our buddy from another coast sent us, Jason over at Blue Ox Model Shop. So we had sponsored a couple of awards, and he sent us the slips for the category that we were sponsoring. So I'm going to frame these and put them on the wall if I can find some space on the wall someplace. He sent us those, and he also sent us these photo etch seats. I love these. I've used them on a couple of cars already, and they're phenomenal. So thank you, my friend Jason. Also, from the mad mind of Frank Steffens, he sent us some decals. I think a few people in the community have received these for doing the mod tops on Mopar vehicles, and I was drooling at the opportunity to try doing that. I was watching how these guys were talking about these things. I'm like, oh my God, that is so cool. So we want to say thank you to Frank. Unfortunately, we didn't get those right away because my neighbor had lost them. He'd been collecting our mail for us and lost them. So we finally got them the other day, and I told Frank a huge thank you. So, all right, so on our way out to Spirit of Speed in Pomona, we stopped at a place called Rare Plane Detective. He is in Cathedral City, California, and it's just off of Highway 10. So it wasn't that bad of a place to stop at for us because it fit into our time schedule. So we stopped in there, shopped his store, found this guy from 1972. The car is from 72, not the model. But this is awesome. I freaking loves Lancia Stratoses, or Strati, however you want to say that. But it's even good looking in yellow. Not many cars are good looking in yellow. But yeah, man, that's flippin' awesome. Very happy to have had scored that one. And then when we got out to the Spirit of Speed show, we started the shopping process, got ourselves another rally car. Holy smokes. Love it, love it, love it. This even got this really cool looking snorkel on here. At first I thought it was like, wow, what's with the lamprey stuck to that? No, that's actually a snorkel. So I was wrong on many, many fronts. And then we got ourselves a Porsche 911 Carrera. Beautiful machine. Love these. Actually saw a couple of these on the highway while we were out there on a road trip. So yeah, beautiful car, beautiful kit, really good price. So we were able to snag that. And then let's move on to some domestic-y stuff. Ta-da! 69 Chevy Nova Copo. And this was an open kit, but we went through that and made sure it had the cop caps, the bench seat, and the flat hood. So everything that makes this particular version of this kit was in there. So that was thumbs up all around. So happy there. And then I'm not sure why this caught my eye. I think it was because me and some of the guys from the podcast were talking about this particular model several months ago. And that wiring, that wiring in my memory was like, snap, pop, fizz. Okay, we got to get that. So we did. And I do love the fact that you can build a police car version of this. I like that. For some reason, I'm kind of into Popo Cruisers right now. I don't know, it's just one of those things. Then we have the Peugeot 205 Turbo 16 Works Rally Car. Beautiful kit. Looks like it's in great shape. Everything is there except the decals, water slide transfers. They're not there. There are a couple of extra photo etch bits in there, so haggled with the person that was selling this a little bit. Knocked some money off the price because we were missing the decals. I might have to buy those internationally because I can't really find them anyplace. And this is an old kit because we're talking like 1990, 1985. Good Lord, even older than I thought it was. Heck, that's older than most people I know nowadays. So there was that. And then we found this little dude. Oh, Triumph TR4A. I love Triumphs. My dad had a couple, not this particular style. They were basically all the same underneath the skin, but he had a couple of Spitfires. But when we go to British car shows, we'd always see the Triumph TRs. And oh man, I always thought these were so sleek looking. Very, very James Bond, you know. Yeah, so, and it's really cool. It's got this little cutout panel on the side here so you can use it as a diorama backdrop. I think that's kind of fun. But yeah, as far as I know, the small scale group build is supposed to be going on in February. I won't be helping host that. Mr. Sean's taking over the reins of that. I haven't been able to really help in earnest lately, so I think as far as I know, it's still going on. And then we have another small scale car. This is the 82 Z28 Camaro by Atlantis. A lot of guys out there have shown this kit, have built this kit, and as far as I know, this is actually a pretty good kit. And we actually didn't buy this. Our good friend Mike, from, as we refer to as Casa Grande Mike, was actually at the show, had won this in the raffle. I was like, this really isn't up my street. So I was like, oh, model kits are up my street. So he worked out a deal and gave that to us. And I like it. I like it a lot. I think this is a cool little kit. And finally, our friend Steve from Value Gear had approached us many moons ago at a show and asked us if we would build the Cheerwine NASCAR for him because he loves Cheerwine. It's one of his favorite beverages. And I was like, sure, no problem. Okay, great. And then every time we would meet at a show, he would have forgotten them or I didn't make it to the show. So we finally got our hands on the kits. And there's, of course, 2 kits here. And he said that he would like us to build one for him and we can keep one for ourselves. So that's awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. So this one is mostly sealed. I guess you want to call that mostly sealed. But this one here is in really good shape. And what's really interesting to me about this box art is who did it? Who made it? You know, go to the side. Nope, nothing there. Go to this side. Nope, nothing there. Let's go to this side. Nothing there. Then finally, he turned to the last side, and there's this little blurb down here. He goes, yeah, we're monogram. I'm like, why aren't you so proud of this monogram? It's supposed to be a good kit. So there we go. But what color do you think this is molded in? Yeah, Jolly Rancher Red. There we go. So doing the white on this should be fun. We have tips and techniques that we're going to try out on covering that red. So there we go. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for us. Thank you for tuning in and sticking with us. Go have a cookie or a drumstick, whatever. What time of day you're watching this. Treat yourselves. The best thing I can say is treat yourselves. Hey, you know what? If you're in the right region of the United States, go grab yourself one of those. But yeah, y'all take it easy. We'll talk to you after the holidays, and peace out, y'all.